The sleek silver bullet train sliced through the heart of Japan. Mount Fuji, a majestic snow-capped cone, dominated the horizon. Inside, the train hummed with quiet efficiency. Passengers gazed out panoramic windows, lost in their thoughts. A serene picture, deceptively calm. This was no ordinary journey, not for me. I was a courier entrusted with a package. Its contents? Dangerous knowledge. Powerful enough to shatter empires. Deadly enough to attract the worst kind of predators. My name is Jack Reacher, ex-military police. Now I solve problems. Problems other people can't handle. I scanned the train car. Ordinary folks. Or so they seemed. Every instinct screamed danger. My hand rested on my worn leather bag. Inside, the package was secure for now. The train swayed gently, accelerating. Outside, the scenery blurred into streaks of green and brown. The air crackled with an unseen tension. I was being watched, hunted. He entered the car with the quiet confidence of a predator. Tall, broad-shouldered, his face a mask of cold calculation. Eyes like chips of ice scanned the passengers. He moved with a practiced grace, a barely perceptible limp, the only hint of vulnerability. This was him. The man they called the Viper, ruthless, efficient, and he was after my package. Our eyes met across the carriage. A silent challenge passed between us. The game had begun. The Viper made his move in the observation car. Passengers scattered as he lunged, a blur of motion. I met his attack, our bodies colliding with bone-jarring force. The train lurched, throwing us off balance. We grappled, each move a calculated risk in the confined space. He fought with brutal efficiency, each strike aimed to kill. But I was trained for this. Years of experience had honed my reflexes. We exchanged blows, the sounds of our struggle lost in the roar of the train. We crashed through the doors of the dining car, sending tables and chairs flying. Screams filled the air as terrified passengers scrambled for safety. The Viper used the chaos to his advantage, grabbing a startled waiter as a human shield. He hurled the man at me, then pressed his attack. I ducked, the waiter flying past before countering with a fierce right hook. The Viper grunted, momentarily stunned, but he wouldn't stay down for long. This was far from over. Our fight spilled into the narrow corridor of the sleeper car. The rocking motion of the train made every move a gamble. We traded blows, each strike echoing in the confined space. He slammed me against a compartment wall, the flimsy door buckling under the impact. We tumbled inside, landing in a tangle of limbs and bedding. I fought back with everything I had, but the Viper was relentless. His fingers closed around my throat, squeezing the air from my lungs. My vision blurred. This could be it. With a desperate surge, I broke free and slammed my forehead into his nose. He roared in pain, momentarily stunned. It was my only chance. I kicked open the emergency hatch and scrambled onto the roof of the train. The wind whipped at my face as I struggled to keep my balance. The Viper followed, his face a mask of rage. We circled each other, the wind screaming past us. Below, the Japanese countryside flashed by in a blur of green and brown. This was it, the final showdown. We fought on the roof of the speeding train, the setting sun painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. Each blow was a gamble, a misstep meaning certain death. I managed to knock the Viper off balance, sending him tumbling towards the edge. He grabbed the railing, hanging on for dear life. His eyes met mine, a flicker of fear in their depths, and then with a final desperate scream he lost his grip and vanished. I watched him fall, a sense of hollow victory washing over me. The fight was over, but at what cost? The train screeched to a halt at the next station. Police swarmed the platform, alerted by frantic passengers. I slipped away in the confusion, the package secure. The Viper was gone, but there would be others. This was just one battle in a much larger war. As I disappeared into the city, the setting sun casting long shadows, I knew one thing for sure. The life of a courier was never dull, and my journey was far from over.